Hugo will want these for Herbert.
Sydney. What a naughty boy. Hello, Matilda.
Damn it, I just don't get it.
Hugo, did you hear? Mr. and Mrs. Fledge? Remember? They're starting today. And they're cheap.
Mr. Fledge? Funny name.
Got references, have they?
What does he say about preferences? No, they don't. His last employer was a farmer in Kenya. He died very suddenly. Trampled by an ox, he says.
A mad ox?
Do as you please, Harriet. It's of no concern to me. I've got to concentrate on my lecture. Trampled by an ox. Must mean a buffalo. Remember that planter chap in Kigali, eh? The one you had a crush on. He was gored by a buffalo. Lost his testicles, if I remember rightly.
Poor Ronald.
Ronald. Ah, yes, that was Africa between the wars. Attractive fellow.
I always find the kitchen is the heart of the house. Don't you, Mrs. Fledge? There are plenty of work surfaces.
I don't think
and
Harriet ever
all the
actually
pots are
did
common
anything with him,
functions,
though
as you
God
see.
knows she had ample opportunity. Nor would I have blamed her. I was away a lot. First in Zanzibar, then the Danakil Depression, where I found the bones of my greatest discovery, the Phlegmosaurus. But this new butler was an altogether different animal. If only I'd realized then what devilish schemes this cuckoo was up to, the door would never have been opened to Mr. and Mrs. Fledge.
And this is your domain, Fledge. All of the tins of polish and so forth you can find in this cupboard here. You must tell me if there's anything else you need.
I will, your ladyship.
And along this passage is the wine cellar.
George Lecky's family had been part of Crook since the 100 Years' War. Legend has it that my ancestor bought his ancestor in a brothel in Bratislava. He'd been with me on every expedition, Buryatskaya, Mongolia, Simpang, and of course the Danakil. We shared as much as men can share. George.
Can Sydney have the parrot room?
I suppose so. You must get Mrs. Fledge to do it out, though. No one slept there since before the war. There you are, darling. How about a sherry?
Good morning, Sir Hugo.
You must be Fledge. I will take a glass of sherry, Fledge.
How are the bones, Daddy?
The bones. The bones are giving me some difficulty this morning. Well, either one of these creatures has a huge extra claw, or I've put the thing together all wrong. There again, I may have discovered an entire new species. The whole thing's a bloody jigsaw puzzle.
What a pity they're extinct.
Oh, no, I'm afraid that won't do at all, Fledge. I asked for a glass of sherry, not a thimble. Fledge, would you bring Herbert to the table?
No, here you go. Please.
My dear, didn't you tell Fledge about Herbert? Come, Fledge. Meet Herbert. This is Herbert. Pick him up, man. Don't be feeble. Well done, Fledge. Very good indeed. The toad. Symbol of lust in the Christian church, Fledge. This is where we keep his lunch. Bring him to the table. Harriet, did you know that toads are poisonous? The Mabutu pygmies use the poison to kill gorillas.
Fledge, I will take my coffee in the drawing room, please. Wait for you and your stinking toad. Why did I ever leave New York?
Your mother's in one of her moods today. Actually, it's only a defensive slime, the poison. Here. Highly unpleasant to predators, of course. One lick is usually fatal.
You don't have to do it, you know.
Your ladyship?
Humor him. You don't have to humor him. You don't have to pick up that disgusting creature. You must come to me if he tries to make you do things you don't want to.
I'm sure there won't be a problem.
Yes. I dare say you can look after yourself.
Do you think he'll do?
Mummy certainly likes him. I don't trust him. I think he's cunning, like a fox.
A fox. Oh, yes. I like that. I like a fox.
Well, I like a fox too, but I don't know if I want one living in our house.
Darling, this young man, Sidney, what exactly are his intentions towards you?
Intentions? Haven't a clue. Have to ask him.
What on earth?
Ooh, how horrid.
morning, Sir Hugo.
Carry on with your work. I just wanted to know what dainties you plan to tempt us with at luncheon today.
Pike, Sir Hugo.
Splendid! George nailed the big bastard. Good. I love a pike. Grilled?
Yes, Sir Hugo.
With onions, Mrs. Pledge.
Yes, Sir Hugo.
And carrots, Mrs. Pledge.
Yes, Sir Hugo.
Good. Because Cleo's young man is arriving this morning and we want to create a good impression, don't we, Mrs. Pledge?
Yes, Sir Hugo.
Good. The affairs of the house were a welcome diversion from my one true passion. Supreme amongst the tons of bones I'd brought back from my excavations was Phlegmosaurus, a magnificent raptor who was now almost complete. I spent most of my days in the barn and many a night. The conjugal bed, having produced my darling Cleo, had long since been covered in cobwebs. And in truth, no woman could beguile me in the way that Phlegmosaurus had spun his web of mystery. But now at last, after 10 years of frustration, I had penetrated his ancient secrets and had been rewarded with a revelation that would rewrite dinosaur evolution. The Royal Society were about to witness a momentous event. Well, I think that's it, gentlemen. The progression is clear. The first primitive reptiles were succeeded by dinosaurs. But these dinosaurs had bodies like birds. First, we had the primitive birds with teeth, followed by the advanced birds with teeth, and now we have the modern toothless bird. Look at him, gentlemen. Phlegmosaurus carbonensis. Imagine him on some Mesozoic swamp, running down his prey. Imagine him reaching high enough speeds to become airborne. Then, through natural selection, his wrists began to flex, his metatarsals elongated, and he sprouted feathers. Feathers, gentlemen, he sprouted feathers, and he took to the air. This is no cold-blooded, slow-moving, pea-brained lizard. This gentleman is the father of the birds.
And was your bath hot enough, Sydney? The plumbing can be a little erratic.
Oh, yes, Lady Cole, it was as hot as I could bear it. And I sat there so long I came out wrinkled like a prune and pink as a lobster.
I don't think you look like a lobster.
Oh, you don't?
No, I think you look like a ferret.
Ferret?
Oh, no, darling. Sydney doesn't look like a ferret at all. I think Sydney looks more like an otter.
An otter?
Yes, that's it. An otter. Such graceful creatures.
Who's an otter?
Daddy, this is Sydney. Sydney, meet Daddy.
How do you do, Sir Hugo?
Fit and well. Thanks very much. So you're Sydney. You're not really an otter, are you? More an agouti.
What's an agouti, Daddy?
A very large rodent with yellow teeth.
Dinner is served.
So, Sydney, what do you do?
I told you, Daddy. Sydney's a poet.
A poet.
Yes, dear. Sydney had been telling us about Rupert Brooke, hadn't you, Sydney?
What's the point of it, though? Doesn't further human knowledge as far as I can see. Don't learn anything from it, do you? Well, what do you think of that?
Well, I'm rather fond of Rupert Brooke myself.
Came to a bad end, I understand. Infected by a mosquito. Dead within days, infected the brain. Swelled up like a pumpkin.
How horrid.
Yes, and very painful, apparently.
Must we talk about this?
Oh, there's a woman for you, Sydney. No spirit of scientific inquiry. Disease, infection, rot, filth, feces, all part of life's rich weft and woof, eh? I give you a toast. Mosquitoes everywhere.
Mosquitoes everywhere.
What's the matter?
Look, we must stop. Someone may come in. Your father would probably kill me if he saw us now.
Don't worry about Daddy. His bark is much worse than his bite. He'll come round, don't worry.
I'm not so sure.
You do love me.
Of course I do.
Morning, Harbottle.
Good morning, Sir Hugo. Brisk out today.
Yes. Damn brisk. The usual, please, Harbottle.
Very good.
Seen George yet?
Here he comes now. Morning.
Oh, morning, yes. A pint of the best, please, and ginger beer. Pigs all right, are they, George?
Had to put the big sow back in her crate. She ate the runt.
Ate the runt, did she? Got a bit of runt trouble myself up at the house. Cleo's young man. A poet, would you believe? No bloody use to Cleo at all. I don't know what she sees in him. She's talking of skipping Oxford now.
How's that old dinosaur coming, Sir Hugo?
Interesting thing, John. He's got the foot of a bird, which tells me that he's not a reptile. And it also tells me that he can run fast like an ostrich. And he's fierce too, by God. Oh, teeth like razors, big jaws.
Eats well then, does he?
You could have your runt for breakfast.
Like a sausage, eh?
Meat. He eats meat, John. He hunts the brontosaurs, the big vegetarians that shuffle about in herds and... one smell of him coming and they panic. He's lurking in the trees. Near crossing swamp. He picks out the slowest. A young calf, maybe. And then he aims for the kill. He rips it open with this, his killing claw.
Hey, pretty on.
And he devours it in front of his eyes while he's still alive. Thank you, George. Another round, please, Harbottle.
I thought old Tom was done for then.
I got carried away. Good job you were looking out for me, George.
Well, someone has to. It's not the first time. Remember Zanzibar?
Yes, you certainly saved my bacon that day. Cheers, George. Cheers, boss. Oh, you're a good man, George. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Oh, that's enough of that. Go on, you best be getting off home.
My home's a barn, George, with a heap of bones for company. My daughter's in love with a poet.
Gonna start feeling sorry for yourself, are you?
Don't you take that tone with me.
Oh, excuse me. Forgetting my place again, was I?
You're the only one who stands up to me, George. By God, I love you for it.
You crusty old...
Min.
Your tray, Your Ladyship.
Thank you, Fledge. Oh, Fledge, this business between Hugo and Sydney, No, Fledge, this is wrong. This is all wrong. Fledge.
Crook House. Ah, what memories her crumbling walls hold. Treachery, lechery, debauchery have all played their parts in her long history. So what if Harriet was having the butler? It was no more than I expected. I was hardly serving her in that way. Nil desperandum, nothing to despair. For 8 centuries it has been the family motto, and with good reason. Come.
Oh, excuse me, Sir Hugo.
Come in, come in. Never seen a man in his underpants, Mrs. Fledge. Just put them over the back of the chair, will you? Mrs. Fledge, I wonder if you'd mind fastening my collar for me. Mrs. Fledge, I wanted to ask you about your habits, your pastimes,
Beg your pardon, Sir Hugo.
your social life, that sort of thing. Do you like a bit of fun?
Not so as you'd notice, Sir Hugo.
Laughter does not come easily to you, Mrs. Fledge.
We've not had much to laugh about, Fledge and I.
Is that so? A hard life, eh?
Hard enough, Sir Hugo.
Did you have difficulties in Kenya?
Of a sort. That be all. I've still the potatoes to see to.
What would amuse you then, Mrs. Fledge?
I'm sure I can't say. Hugo, darling, the electrics have fused. We really must get this wiring seen to.
No money. Anyway, I prefer candles. No, pick that up, son, will you? Very good. Thank you.
Darling, Sydney has something to tell you. Don't you, Sydney?
One feels so silly. You tell him, darling.
No, you.
Come on, Sydney. Spit it out.
Yes, Sydney, spit it out.
Come on, Sydney.
Cleo and I can't, Lady Cole. I simply can't.
What Sydney's trying to tell you, dear, is...
That Cleo and I want to be married. Yes, Sir Hugo. Not immediately, of course. Can't afford to immediately. But we should like, that is, with your blessing, to announce our engagement.
Prospects.
Beg your pardon?
Prospects. What are your prospects, Sidney?
Darling, I hardly think we need to go into that now.
Well, I hope to bring out my first book of verse in the spring.
Very lucrative, I'm sure.
Stop being so awful. You're deliberately being difficult.
Can we talk about this later?
By all means. Perhaps we'll all be a little less vague later.
Daddy.
Don't you oh, daddy me, young woman. I'm serious.
Mrs. Fledge has made us something special.
Oh, well done, Mrs. Marlowe. It's a pleasure. What a creation. Daddy, you have to cut the cake as well.
Oh. I do. Do I?
Yes.
Well, cake for you, cake for you, and cake for you! Marry my daughter, indeed. I realized then that under my roof, I harbored not only a drunken housekeeper, a butler as cunning as a fox, but also this spineless suitor for my beloved Cleo. What she saw in him, I don't know. A pretty boy, but nothing more. And for him, she was going to abandon her studies and bring this fop into the family. A runt, no less. Yes, old Flegg would have devoured him in a mouthful. And good riddance.
Awfully nice of you to do this, Fledge. I'm just so hopeless at those sort of things. Gosh, I wish you were going to be our butler. I don't know how we'll manage. Fledge. Mm-hmm. Why do you think Sir Hugo doesn't like me? It's because I haven't got any money, isn't it?
Just his manner.
Well, I get the feeling he'd like me to disappear out of his daughter's life altogether.
Fledge,
Oh, Lord.
what are you doing in here?
Mr. Sidney wanted some help with his lamp, Sir Hugo.
Yes, it's true, Sir Hugo. I asked him to help.
Shut up.
I'm all yours now, Sir Hugo.
The dinosaur has always been considered a member of the class Reptilia. This, I believe, is an error. Perhaps the most serious scientific error of the last 200 years. The position is clear, gentlemen. These dinosaurs had bodies like birds. First, we had the primitive bird with teeth, then the advanced bird with teeth, and now we have the modern toothless bird. Phlegmosaurus carbonensis. This, gentleman, is the father of the birds.
Very interesting, Sir Hugo. Most provocative.
You're wasting your breath, Hugo. I don't know why you bother. You can't go around telling people that dinosaurs were birds. They've been reptiles since Darwin was a boy.
That was when you were a lad, eh? Before my time, I'm afraid.
Seriously, old boy. You can't expect us to believe that creatures like this were capable of running down its prey. Good Lord, it was a scavenger. It ate carrion. It slunk about waiting for something to die.
Takes one to know one, what?
What nonsense. A distant relative of the turkey vulture, no doubt.
Don't panic, Cleghorn. Once you look at the thing soberly, you'll get the point.
Very droll, Hugo. But you think about this. What happens to a misshelved book?
A misshelved book? What new nonsense is this?
It ceases to exist. You shake up the order, you shake up the world. You're a dangerous man, Hugo. You're a radical.
Pheasant, woodcock, teal duck, pigeon, your ladyship.
I had no idea we killed so many.
Ah, yes, that's the spot. Harder, Fledge. Put some muscle into it, man. That's better. Now, about young Giblet, Fledge. I would like you to take less interest in the boy.
I was only doing what I was asked, Sir Hugo.
Well, that's as maybe, but I don't want you encouraging him. I don't want him here. What's so funny about that?
Funny?
Come on, man. Out with it. What do you know?
I hardly think it's worth mentioning, sir.
Never mind that. Tell me.
I have the impression that Mr. Sidney might prefer gentlemen.
Whiskey, Fledge.
large one, in my room.
Here I am, Fledge. What did you want to see me about? You've got a nerve.
Really?
Why? Because of what I saw.
And what was that?
You and her ladyship. In the game room.
Oh, excuse me, miss.
No, wait, Fledge. He didn't say anything to you, did he?
Mr. Sidney did not confide in me, miss.
My bike is gone. All I can think is that he went into the village for something. Well, don't you have any ideas at all?
I'm afraid not, miss.
You can't think of anything. What's going on, Fledge? What's your game?
If you'll excuse me, miss, I have my duties.
You're up to no good. I can smell it. I think you know something about Sidney. If he comes to any harm, you'll pay for it, Mr. Fledge.
I like it here. We'll stay, won't we?
Yes. We'll be staying.
You see, Inspector, we just have no idea why he would take off like that without a word. His mother has heard nothing from him.
And no reason to suspect anything untoward?
No, nothing. He just proposed to her daughter.
Cold feet, perhaps. Well, do not fret, Lady Cole. I will start my investigations at once.
Thank you. Oh, and Inspector, please, let's keep it discreet, hmm?
Of course, Lady Cole. Good day, madam.
Sidney, where are you? Fledge? See this? It's Sidney's. Know where I found it?
I've no idea, miss.
In your den.
Mr. Sidney visited the butler's pantry more than once, Miss Cleo.
Oh? Why?
Well, on one occasion, he wished me to light his lamp.
Oh, and he just so happened to drop his lighter, I suppose.
I suppose so, Miss Cleo.
And the other times?
Miss?
The other times he visited you in your den, what did he want?
Company.
Company. He had quite enough company in me.
As you say, Miss Cleo.
Fledge, you gave a start. What are you creeping about for, man?
Sir Hugo.
You haven't seen a metatarsal fragment anywhere, have you? Small and so claw-like.
Claw-like? No, I don't believe I have, Sir Hugo.
Laid it somewhere. Gotta find it. Bloody essential. My whole life's work depends on the thing. Everything hinges on the claw.
Indeed, Sir Hugo.
Yes, that's how he cuts down his prey, you see. Like that.
Quite. Sir Hugo.
Ah, I've got to find the
Sir
bloody
Hugo.
thing. Yes, yes. What is it?
There's an Inspector Limp. He's in the house. He wants to talk to you.
Good morning, Sir Hugo. Happy Christmas.
What do you want, Limp? I've got better things to do, you know, than stand around exchanging compliments of the season.
Ah, I do apologize for interrupting you this morning, of all mornings, when you would wish to be in the bosom of your...
Never mind your bosoms, Limp. What do you want?
The law never sleeps, Sir Hugo. May I ask you to come down to the station with me on a matter of routine identification? If you please, Clary. This bicycle was dug up on Keck Marsh early this morning. The handlebar was found poking up through the earth. Sir Hugo, is this the bicycle that Sidney Giblet was riding on the day that he disappeared? Yes, it is. George?
George, you haven't come across old Flegg's claw, have you? I'm in a bloody panic about the thing. I can't find it anywhere.
No, I'd remember if I had.
Oh, where the devil have I left it? They found Cleo's bike, you know. It was out on the marsh. Nasty business.
You don't know the half of it.
What do you mean? What half of it don't I know?
We don't. I mean, we haven't heard the last of it. That's what I mean.
If I'd known the trouble that boy was going to cause, I'd never have let him in the house. Big one, eh?
Yeah, Tit's packed up. She's only good for pork pies now.
Telephone, Sir Hugo.
Who is it?
It's Mrs. Giblet. She's at the Fox and Pheasant.
Oh, no.
Darling, why do you hate her so much?
Hello?
You've never met her, Mummy. She's a monster.
One moment.
Well?
She's come to help the police look for Sidney with her companion, a Miss Freebody.
We shall go over every inch of that marsh, Lavinia.
Oh, that poor boy. How he must have suffered. How, in his last agonies, he must have craved the warmth of his mother's tender bosom. How...
That's enough of that. Now, who's this?
Mrs. Giblet.
I am she.
My name is Fledge. I'm the butler at the Crook.
Are you indeed? You'd better sit down then. Leave us, Freebody. I sense Sir Hugo formed an intense antagonism toward my son and wished to prevent him marrying Cleo.
Devoutly wished it, Mrs. Giblet. Mr. Sidney mentioned it on more than one occasion. He could not understand how he had aroused such strong feelings in Sir Hugo.
Tell me, does Sir Hugo strike you as being capable of violence?
I cannot say. My employer is a man of quick temper. He drinks heavily and is easily angered. He reacts poorly to frustration of any kind.
You're a good man, Fledge. And you respect the truth. Perhaps you'll be my eyes and ears in Crook.
I do apologize for the cold in the dark. The pipes burst and fused all the electrical appliances. So infuriating.
Sit down, Freebody. You're making everybody uncomfortable. I met the man limp. Sir Hugo, I'm surprised you place any confidence in him at all. With all the progress he's making, we'll be lucky to see Sidney in a box.
Please.
I'm sorry, my dear, but I've never allowed myself to be seduced by the blandishments of illusion and false hope. I must say, Lady Babblehump, I was wondering if my wardrobe might not be a trifle dressy outside London, but I see from your example I need not have worried.
One cannot be overdressed in the country. Mrs. Giblet. Temperatures do not permit it.
Wonderful ham, Hugo. Your man Lecky's?
I must say, Freddie, I'm finding it rather strong meat myself.
Nonsense. George always gives us a good, strong ham. It's all a matter of swill, he tells me.
Rather too rich for me, Sir Hugo.
Rich. There's pork in the county.
No, I should call it gamey.
I should call it swill far.
Good one, Connie.
Swill far.
Thank you, Fledge. And Fledge, my compliments to Mrs. Fledge. A superb dinner.
Yeah, yeah.
Lady Cole, an old woman thanks you for hospitality consistent with the best traditions of the American Republic.
Well said, madam.
Quite so. American, indeed.
How can you? How can you all sit here and stop yourselves when Sydney's out there? In pain.
No, darling.
No, don't try and shut me up, Mummy. You all sit here as if nothing had happened, when all the time the most appalling things are happening. You have no conception of the evil that exists out there. You think the worst thing in the world is a burst pipe or a gamey ham. And you don't see it. You make yourselves blind to it because it's just too much trouble. But it's there, all right. It's there. And you'll find it, Mrs. Giblet.
My poor girl, what is it? What, darling?
He came to see me.
Who came to see you, darling?
Sydney did.
Sydney? But that's impossible. You mean Sydney's here in this house?
No, he's not here. You won't see him. He's dead.
No, darling. We don't know that. We don't know that. Eh? It's just a bad dream.
It's not a dream. I always wake up. And his throat is torn open. There's this horrible gash under his chin. Someone cut his throat. And he's trying to tell me something.
What?
He's trying to say a name. I'm sure. It's Fletch.
Bad news, Sir Hugo.
Well, tell me, man.
It appears that Mrs. Giblet has been successful.
Successful?
Young Mr. Sidney's body has been found.
Oh, my God.
His condition is apparently remarkable.
Well, go on, go on, go on.
He's been reduced to bones, butchered and gnawed.
Butchered and what, Fletch?
Butchered by men
Yes.
and gnawed by pigs.
How do they know that?
Well, according to the police, many a murdered body ends up being fed to pigs. They'll eat anything, you see, so their forensic men are well acquainted with pigs' teeth. And yours are the only pigs in the district, Sir Hugo.
God, man, who the devil do you think you are to talk to me like this?
Whoever fed young Giblet to the pigs must have buried his bones in the marsh. And suspicion will undoubtedly fall on this house.
I may as well tell you this now, Fletch. I want you to pack your bags and get out.
And then there's the bone. The missing bone. The one you've been looking for, Sir Hugo.
You have it.
2 was found in remarkable condition. Thick with dried blood. It would, of course, be covered in your fingerprints. It's in a safe place. Not to worry, Sir Hugo.
George Leckie. You are?
John Leckie. Afternoon, Hubert.
Little John. Where is George Leckie? Right, well, we're going to search this farm. We have a warrant. In you go.
Stop! I order you to stop! Stop! I order you to stop! 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 In the name of the police, stop the lorry! Cars! Get out, Amy! Come get car!
Let him run. I want 50 men out here in the morning. Talk to me, George. Talk to me. Tell me what happened.
It was that little fool, John. It was all of his making.
Go on, go on.
He was out on the marsh one night, looking for rabbit. Well, he spies someone digging a hole. So little Johnny hides in the old mill, but he slips. And the fella, he takes off in a fright.
Could he tell who was digging the hole?
No. It was too far away. Anyway, Little John's curious, so he goes to look in the sack that's being buried before the fella can come back and finish the job.
Why didn't you tell me any of this before? Why did you run away?
I panicked. I didn't want to get John into trouble. Look, he's a bit simple, but he's not wicked.
So what happened next?
I just had to finish the job, that's all there was to it. It was John that buried the bones after the pigs had done. Didn't make much of a job of it. I should have done it myself. Oh, Christ. Christ. What's going to happen to me now?
You must give yourself up.
If I give myself up, I'll get done for murder. You know that.
Yes. But you didn't murder him.
But who did?
Fledge.
Duo, Lucky Senpai. George.
If it was Fledge that killed young Giblet, why don't you tell the police?
No evidence. How did he do it? They'd ask me, why did he do it? I'll have to tell them I don't know.
It was you that hated that boy, not Fledge.
No, George. Let's stay calm. We'll get you out of this mess. You should never have run. Remember what you said to me in Zanzibar?
Yeah, but we aren't in Zanzibar. Things have changed. Boys were two a penny in those days.
Good morning. We have reason to believe George Leckie is hiding on the property, Sir Hugo. We have a warrant, but I'm sure it will not be necessary, will it?
You're making a big mistake, Limp. He's innocent.
You'll be hearing from my solicitor, Sir Edward Tome.
They've got him.
Come on, jump it! Jump it! Oh, damn you, God! Don't move!
My God. He thinks it was me who called the police.
Oh, Mrs. Fletch, I'm going to have to ask a favor of you. Mrs. Giblet is coming down to see me, and, well, Fletch isn't here. I was wondering if you could stand in for him.
Don't see why not.
Right. Cleo. I do wish you wouldn't drink in the morning, Mrs. Fletch. It's so bad for you.
Rumty Tumty, your ladyship.
Giblet.
Disturbing news, Lady Cole. George Leckie has denied that he murdered my son.
Of course, George didn't kill Sidney. He simply doesn't have that sort of violence in him.
I agree. But this business has aroused strong emotion in the popular breast. He will not be believed.
He must tell the truth. Surely that's enough. This is England, after all.
Dear Lady Cole, your faith is touching. But you see, it will be assumed that a man who could stumble upon a dead body and feed it to his pigs is a man who could kill. We tend to lose the fine distinctions when it comes to such things.
Did George say who killed him?
According to Limp, yes, he does. And that is what I came to Crook to talk to you about. Like you, I don't believe George Leckie killed my son. But if he swings...
Mrs. Giblet, please.
If he is found guilty, then Sidney's murderer will go free. Let me ask you frankly, who do you think killed my son?
Mrs. Giblet, if I knew...
Has it ever occurred to you, Lady Cole, that your husband was in any way involved?
Hugo?
Rubbish! Rubbish, you foul old hag! You come sneaking in here like a smug little stoat and accuse my father. How dare you? What gives you the right? Get out of my house, do you hear? Get out with your foul lies.
My dear girl, this is what George Leckie has told the police.
You sat on Sidney all his life. It's a wonder there was anything left of him at all after growing up with you.
Sidney was a weak boy. He needed a firm hand.
A firm hand? You call what you did to him a firm hand?
Perhaps a firm hand would have done you some good, young lady.
Oh, you bloody old bitch!
You apologize, Cleo.
You're hurting me.
Cleo, apologize.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Giblet.
Peabody, we're leaving. Good day.
Good day. Dreadful. That was outrageous. I've never been so embarrassed in all my life. Whatever came over you, Cleo?
Daddy didn't kill Sidney. I know who killed Sidney.
Darling,
It was Fledge.
What the hell are you doing?
Bloody impertinence of the man. Treating me as if I were a common criminal. I shall have a word with the chief constable. What the devil do you think you're playing at, Fledge?
Now, darling, I gave him my permission to do this. In fact, I suggested it.
Are you out of your mind? Fledge, go and change at once.
Fledge, stay where you are. Hugo, this is the 20th century, and I think the idea of uniformed servants is no longer appropriate.
It may not be appropriate for you. But I'm damned if I'm going to be waited on by a butler pretending to be a gentleman.
Fledge, would you wait outside while we discuss this? It's quite simple, Hugo. I pay the servants, just like I pay all the bills. So I decide what they wear.
I won't stand for it, Harriet. I warn you.
What do you intend to do about it?
Members of the jury, the prosecution will attempt to persuade you that George Leckie is a cold-blooded killer. But he is no monster. He is a simple, decent man of the soil. A man who served his country with honor. But a man who, yes, did make a foolish blunder by failing to report the finding of Sidney Giblet's body. But a foolish blunder, members of the jury, is by no means the same thing as willful murder.
Mr. Leckie, having fed the remains of Sidney Giblet to your pigs, what happened to them?
When they were fat, we slaughtered them.
And then?
And then we butchered them.
When you say we...
Little John and me.
Little John?
My brother, John Leckie.
I see. And did John Leckie know about your feeding Sidney Giblet's body to the pigs?
No.
So, having slaughtered and butchered the pigs that ate Sidney Giblet, what did you do with the meat, Mr. Leckie?
We sent it over to the house, like we've always done, to Sir Hugo. He takes all our meat.
Order! Order!
Mrs. Fletch? We ate Sidney.
Wonderful hand, Hugo. Your man Leckie.
A nice pork chop today, Sir Hugo.
Get out of my sight, Fletch. That's all.
A young man from the village came this morning. He wished to know if he required a new pig man. So I hired him.
You... What?
I hired him. Your man Leckie's hardly coming back now, is he?
How dare you! You...
Pretending to be a gentleman, am I?
Daddy! Daddy?
Straightforward aneurysm, gentlemen, with massive damage to the physical and intellectual faculties. He can still chew and swallow like a cow, but that's all. He lacks mental presence. He is, ontologically speaking, dead. This man is a vegetable. Right. Next.
Come along, Sir Hugo.
Then surely it is my fate to be a grotesque. For a man who turns into a vegetable, isn't that a grotesque? I'm surprised at Harriet's reaction. I did not believe she felt anything for me. But there is a modicum of compassion, overwhelmed with a greater feeling of indifference. But she has more exciting passions in her life now. It's Cleo I'm worried about. She's now so vulnerable. I blame myself, of course. I should have realized the moment he came into the house that we were harboring a lethal parasite.
What's an aneurysm?
It's a blood clot on the brain. He's had a stroke. But I'm sure Red people can recover from it.
Oh, really?
We can take him home, can't we? He'll be much happier there.
Cleo, Professor Dendrite said that he was a cabbage. Cabbages have no feelings.
Well, I'm not so sure.
Do you think he's warm enough?
Dad, are you warm enough?
Darling, must you do this? He understands nothing. Remember what Dendrite said? He can't hear.
I know what he's thinking. I can tell by his eyes.
Fledge.
Do you find the defendant, George Kitchener-Leckie, guilty or not guilty of willful murder?
Guilty. I'm not bloody guilty, I tell you. You hang me, you hang the wrong man. This isn't justice, it's a cock-up, can't you see that? It's a cock-up, Christ almighty!
He's done for, Sir Hugo. We've lost him.
You're my only hope now. You've got to save me. It was Little John found the body.
Little John?
He saw who it was digging the hole on the marsh that night. It was Sir Hugo.
Mr. Leckie? Mr. Leckie?
This little piggy went to market. This little piggy stayed at home. This little piggy had the roast beef. This poor little piggy had none. But this little piggy went squeak, 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 squeak. I can't find my way home. Eee, they're like a pair of old cheddars, Sir Hugo. I want him today.
She's back.
Be all right, won't it?
Nothing to worry about.
John, would you tell Lady Cole what you told me a little while ago about that night on the marsh?
Well, I was out on the marsh, see, looking at my snares. Well, then I see someone digging a hole. So I creep up on him, but my foot slips and he hears me and he's off. So I have a look in his bag and it's a dead body.
Oh, good heavens.
Well, it's not a local man, your ladyship, don't you worry. So I says to myself, he'll do nicely for the pigs.
That was my son you found in the sack, John. But never mind that for now. What we want to know is, who was out there digging that hole?
Well, it were a dark night, Mrs. Giblet. It's hard to say.
Could it have been Sir Hugo? He had the use of his legs back then.
Well, it might have been.
No, John. Not Hugo. Fledge. Look at him. He killed Sidney. It was him.
Well, John, was it me?
It might have been.
Oh, you donkey.
I believe you murdered my son. I believe you then took his body out to the Keck Marsh with the intention of disposing
Daddy
of it
says
there.
bugger off.
You were interrupted in the course of your work.
Daddy says he didn't do it, so bugger off back to London and take your stick and take it with you.
What I don't understand, Mrs. Giblet, is why. Why Hugo would want to kill Sidney.
Because it's in his nature. He's a predatory creature. Just like his damned dinosaur.
No, Mrs. Giblet. I'm afraid that won't do. It won't do at all. You're going to have to do a great deal better than that.
Look at him, the monster. Look at him, watching me. What does he see? He sees, I think, himself. He sees me as a mirror of his inner self, and it fascinates him to look at this twisted and misshapen model of his own soul. He is the usurper, the murderer, the serpent in our Eden. So it's not I, after all, who am the grotesque, but Fledge.
Daddy?
Don't you worry, Daddy. I'll fix him.
George was hanged just before Easter. He found peace, I hope. God knows he'd had little enough since the day he was arrested in my barn. Poor fellow.
One-tenth of a gram will kill a coyote. So times that by 10 for a man. Then double it for good measure. Death should occur within a few minutes. Oh, yes.
was never meant to be. All the signs were there to see. From the first moment that we met, I knew this was never meant to be. This was always doomed to fail. From the moment we set sail, all our instincts told us we were wrong. This was never meant to be. But soon we were enraptured in love's dance. When the dance ended, I found I couldn't live without you. And now one of my dreams is sad embers here in the cold of December. And now you're in the arms of someone else. I always knew that this was never meant to last. We drank our cup of love too fast. From the first moment that we met, I knew now, miss. From our first kiss, I tell you this was never meant to be.
More tea, Sir Hugo?
Yes, Fledge. Thank you.